Good afternoon, Bluebeamers. My name is Troy DeGroot with Chapter 2, and I'm excited to partner with the team at Brighter Graphics to deliver world-class Bluebeam training and customization services, empowering you to get the most out of your Bluebeam investment. Next, we'll show you how to filter and sort the information, including statuses and responsibility. Once collected, I'll show different ways of presenting or sharing information in reports or legends on the sheet. Another thing that I did once I created a bunch of these markups is created legends, and I made them, I broke them out by discipline. So I have one for structure. It has the symbol, the description of the symbol, and the comments that are built into that. For the mechanical one, I turned on a quantity as well, so I could see how many of the return air ducts are required. Same thing for electrical and plumbing. And I could even add spaces to my legend or any number of columns from my markups list into these legends as well, and tell me where those four are needed. So those are legends. And we already talked about status. In here, go to my status, and I come in here and mark this one completed. With this one, I have my customization in there, so it does give me the time and date, but it also grays it out so that it's not drawing attention anymore. If I double click and mark that rejected, it's actually going to make it hot pink so that it attracts attention. So I can set up those custom colors for statuses as well. And then I actually built a custom column in here called responsibility, so that I could select any of these markups and assign them to specific subcontractors or specific people. So if I double click in here, I can assign things to McCam and McCam. And this one's going to go to DeLong. And what that does is it allows us to sort and filter by any one of these columns. If I filter my list and I click on the status, I can show only the things that are blank. And what that means is I have a list here of all the things that I need to do or my subcontractors need to do. Once all of those statuses change, this list will reduce itself down to nothing. So I know that my list is done. Or I could, if I turn this one off, I could filter my list to only show the ones that McCam was assigned. So then he can go through and change the status of his, and only his markups, because they're filtered, only his markups are going to be in color. So we can really manipulate how this data is given to us through responsibilities, statuses, legends, sorting the markups list as well by room, like we mentioned. I hope you learned a few things and you can apply to your work immediately, including Bluebeam Cloud. As always, we have training courses centered around these topics and examples. If you have any questions regarding training or customization services for your company, don't hesitate to reach out to myself or the team at Brighter Graphics. One last thing, we've been running these Bluebeam Me Up series webinars for nearly a year, and we don't want to stop anytime soon. If you have topics you'd like us to talk about or revisit from the past webinars, please reach out to us and let us know. I've always stretched myself to be relevant and knowledgeable about everyday in the trenches workflows, so I'd love the community to drive us forward.